Well, my name is Shaun Piccinino, and I am the founder of Truly Indie Studios, or Independent Studios, as our LLC would say. But I've always just called it Truly Indie. I am myself. I'm a filmmaker. I'm a writer, director, producer. Sometimes I jump in front of the camera if the cameo is right. But I've always been. I kind of grew up in the theater. So I've always been fascinated with telling stories and helping tell stories and entertain people. And when I was a little bit older, my father brought home a video camera. I think it was a VHS camera, and let me have at it. Let me start recording little stop motion animation videos and things like that. So that's kind of what got me started into the film side of things. But I've always been a big fan of film and always studied film. I didn't go to film school, but I studied film in school. So about like 21, 22 years old, I moved to Hollywood and started pursuing this dream. I did everything. I've done extra work. If you look me up on IMDb, you'll see I've got credits in almost every department you can have credits in. I've done makeup. I've done costuming. I've been a grip. I've DP'd, director of photography, kind of the run of the board, stunt coordination, which is stuff something I still do to this day and really enjoy. The stunt and action side of things have always fascinated me because I've also, my other passion growing up was martial arts. So at about 20, I think I was around 21, 22, moved to Hollywood and started doing extra work, started filming commercials, doing our own short films, myself and a nice group of other aspiring filmmakers connected with each other and doing all that. We shot our first feature film, I think I was 24, 25, and it was just a bunch of, young kids trying to make something in the back alley of the apartment complex. We did a little vampire film, and it was a lot of fun. And we treated it like basically a student film. It was kind of our film school film. We weren't concerned with it being like, of course we're going to try and make it the best we can, but it wasn't. It was more of the grand experiment. Like, let's make all the mistakes we can, for our future careers. We can learn a lot by just trying to do this, get it out of the way. And it was a hilariously bad movie, but we end up getting full distribution for it, not even trying to. We entered it into a film festival just as a, like on a lark, like, hey, we all put all this energy into this thing. Let's see if we could get it shown somewhere. And we did. We got it into a film festival. And somebody at the film festival saw the movie and thought they could distribute it. So they contacted us, and they did. They distributed it worldwide. And that was kind of the real launching pad, I guess, for a lot of us in this group to kind of take it to the next level. A lot of us got jobs in television shows, and I ended up getting a lot more stunt coordination jobs after that. And that then led me into second unit direction, which I was directing the action a lot on TV shows and films. And then that then bridged the gap to me directing again. So it was kind of this interesting roundabout way to kind of get back to the directing side of things. So Brian and I, funny story is it was our kids were just in the same kindergarten program, and somebody somewhere mentioned that I was a filmmaker and he was a script writer. So it was one of those things where like, hey, you guys should meet each other, and one of the teachers or something, and we met and got along right away. And then we're like, oh yeah, we should collaborate on something at some point. It was one of those things. And then our kids actually became good friends. So then we're like, oh, well, now we have to hang out with each other, and why don't we start collaborating on some stuff? And then we did. I mean, we just fell right into it. We just started talking shop and talking ideas. And when we first started collaborating on stuff, the talk was surrounded more about film. But there was a point at which we both discovered we're both huge comic book nerds, and Star Wars and all the things, fantasy, Lord of the Rings, all of this stuff. And once, as I got to know him a little bit better, I discovered Brian is really into it. He's like an expert on a lot of these topics. And I'm a pretty big Star Wars fanatic, and I have a pretty decent knowledge base for Star Wars. Like I've won a few Star Wars Trivial Pursuit games in my day, so I've got a little bit of clout there. But as far as like the deep dives into the comic books, Brian, hands down, he's so knowledgeable about all that stuff.
So as far as my connection with Bat in the Sun goes,
that whole thing started actually with a TV show called Deadliest Warrior, and I was assistant stunt coordinator on it, and then I directed some second unit stuff. And Aaron came on there and was a stuntman and actor, and so he played the pirate on a pirate episode. So that's how we got to know each other. And then when Superpower Beatdown, he was first starting out, I came and helped out and just stunt coordinated and did fight choreography. And then over the years, I did other episodes and stuff like that. So that's kind of how it came to be. And that's why you see some crossovers with the characters and whatnot.
Yeah, I first met Tatiana on the set of one of the Superpower Beatdowns.
She was definitely doing stuff with them first. And then we ended up doing a music video together where we had to fight each other. And so, yeah, the friendship grew from there. And then it was actually Tatiana had the idea and kind of brought it to us about the, heroes getting therapy. The floodgates kind of opened, like, oh, all these heroes could have these hilarious issues, and that we kind of settled almost on accident with the idea that Huntoon might be the cause of many of these issues as well, and that might be fun to explore. Like maybe some of the stuff that's happening in the TV shows or the movies might be because their therapist is really terrible and he gave them some bad advice. So we've kind of expanded and explored that. Sometimes he gives good advice, but most of the time he's giving pretty terrible advice. And I think it's fun to do it that way, throughout my career, most of the gigs and things that I have landed have just really been through word of mouth, relationship building, and then just, pitching myself. I actually have several more films coming out on Netflix soon. I can't really discuss it, but there will be one coming out around the holidays. It's another family kind of friendly movie, holiday movie. So that'll be interesting. But then I have a crazy action comedy that's also going to be coming out. I have a fight movie that's coming out, like a gritty kind of throwback, kind of like a Rocky meets Karate Kid style movie. That's called American Fighter. It's actually out in the UK and in Ireland right now. So it's out overseas, but it is going to come to the US. Again, I don't have details on release dates yet, or I'm not allowed to talk about them yet, but people can look for those. So American Fighter, Wheels of Fortune is it's a raunchy comedy. That one's rated R. Definitely not family friendly. Resin's a script that I'm developing. It hasn't gone into pre-production or anything like that yet, but yeah, I mean, that's what I've been busy with the last couple of years. I also shot 2 TV shows that hopefully they'll be coming out probably next year sometime, I would imagine. Yeah, that's what's been, unfortunately and fortunately, keeps me busy and sometimes not able to do some of the stuff on Truly Indie Studios, YouTube. The idea of Truly Indie has always been to be, this creative freedom place for different artists to come together. That's my dream of where it can go, and supporting artists. And, I put on our channel, I put independent musicians on the channel and just tried to give them a little spotlight. Guys at like Ecomog, the Struggle Nation guys.
Yeah, we worked with Danny Shepard and Ismahawk, collaborated on, he came on to a Heroes with Issues. That was a lot of fun.
It's really cool to cross over and do those fun things. And I'm always excited and interested in doing those things. I want to do more stuff with like other people's short films, the truly fake commercials. I want to open that up. Like if other people want to create them and need a place for them to be shared, I am more than willing to do that and excited for that because, I like, not that our channel's the biggest, it is growing and we're constantly trying to get it to grow, but to be able to shine light on people that I think deserve, or we collectively think deserve, a little spotlight, saying, hey, look at them. They're working hard. They're trying to do something cool and creative. And, hopefully we can help get a little bit more eyeballs on it, And so that's kind of where the YouTube channel is headed right now, is in that direction. Collaborations, spotlighting people, and obviously creating our own fun, silly content. But the overarching big goal for that is hopefully to expanded into something bigger and inclusive and giving opportunities to artists.